Hey everybody. Hey there. Hi replay people. I heart you, replay people, as we welcome our live people. I heart each and every one of you. Happy midday moment. Welcome to the midday moment, everybody. The midday moment is the place where we expect great things. Not because we ignore the questions of our day. Not because we ignore the challenges of our day. But we expect great things because we recognize that we are fully human and fully divine. In our fully human selves, we got stuffs. In our fully divine selves, we got answers for the stuffs. And so the midday moment is designed to help you tap into the divine. When you tap into the divine, you tap into answers. You tap into resilience. You tap into I'm going to make it. You tap into greater peace, harmony in relationships, wealth. You tap into provision when you tap into your divine selves. You got it all within you, honey. That's right. God is able to do exceeding abundantly above what we could ask or think, but it's according to the power that worketh within. It's the power on the inside. So that's what we're drumming up, okay? And the midday moment is not by itself. We are part of a larger network called Kingdom. And I invite you to scroll through the midday moment page where you can see all of our Kingdom commercials, all right? Yes. All right, everybody. It's time. Come on, y'all. Here we go. It's time for the midday moments. It's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moments. Whoa, it's time. Yes, I'm expecting great things. And I'm creating great things. It's time for the midday moments. Whoa, it's time. Yes, in my life, I'm creating great things in my home. Yeah, I'm creating great things all around. I'm creating great things. Yes, eyes may not see, but I choose to believe. Eyes may not see, but I choose to believe. You may not see, but I choose to believe. Them may not see, but I choose to believe. I believe in great things. Yeah.
Charging.
I know. Anyways, I'm done anyhow. Everybody say thank you, theme song. This Bluetooth is getting a little sensitive. Theme song said you're welcome. This Bluetooth is you getting a little beside yourself, Miss Bluetooth.
Charging.
I know. All right, everybody. Welcome to the midday moment. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have shared. We invite you to like and share. Thank you so much for all of you that share. We greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it because when you have love to give and share, I don't desire that we keep it to ourselves. I absolutely desire that we share. And so thank you so much for sharing. Let's not be stingy. All right, y'all. We're coming down to the wire. I told you on yesterday, if you were reading on the schedule that we started with, then yes, you concluded day 45 some days ago. I think Monday maybe. But we decided, as the DJ used to say back in the day, we decided to slow it down a little bit. All right. So we slowed it down a little bit. And we are now on day 44, and we will end with day 45 tomorrow. And the reason why we slowed it down, because we desired to go straight from this book to This book. So we've been getting rid of the junk, getting rid of toxic thinking. We've been emptying out the trash, and we empty out the trash so we can deal with the funky monkey. Okay, get rid of them funky bunkies. All right, you keep trashing the house building up, it's gonna be real funky up in there. So we've been getting rid of the trash, and as we get rid of the trash, we make room for the keys to better living, the keys to good living, the keys to more peaceful living, the keys to prosperous living, the keys to abundant life, and that more abundantly. All right. So that's why we've been getting rid of the junk so we can make room for our keys. And then we'll spend time going throughout. The remainder part of the year, looking at how to stay on key. You can go ahead and get your copy, depending on if you are an affiliate of ours, then perhaps your local entity has copies. If not, you can email the author, doctorpulley. That's drpulley@gmail.com. Okay. All right, everybody. So let's jump on to it. I subtitled today's reflection, my reflection, Scandal. Did anybody watch the show Scandal? Did y'all watch that show? Olivia Pope, she was a bad something or another, wasn't she? Bad Mama Jamma. I think was that the Commodores, Bad Mama Jamma. Olivia Pope was that, all of that, okay? Great character. I did not watch it till the end, but I got a chance to see enough episodes to say, all right, come on with it now. And if you remember in the TV series Scandal, there was always a scandal. And and Olivia Pope was a fixer, if you will, someone who addressed the scandals, and sometimes it called for apology, sometimes it called for hitting it head on, or other measures. I was really inspired today in the reading, because the reading today, and remember, we don't necessarily do the reading exactly here. There we go. We don't do it here in the midday moment. We encourage you to read, and then we offer some reflections. But as I was reading the background scripture in the book, it's called "Ignore the Hecklers." That's the title. The book title for day 44 is "Ignore the Hecklers." I called it "Scandal," and the background reading includes Matthew chapter 27, verses 26 through 54, where you read, I hadn't read this portion of scripture in a long time, where you read about some of just the measures that were taken leading up to the crucifixion of Jesus, and just how they berated him, how they treated him, and how degrading they were to him. And I really kind of felt a little bit of that as I was reading it, like, oh my goodness. And that in life there are times when you have metaphorically a crucifixion, and sometimes there is a literal crucifixion and a death, and so I don't ignore that. And today's reading encourages us that there are some times when um, they accused Jesus, for example, of declaring that he was the king, king of the Jews, that he came with this special assignment. And they did not like his assignment. And there are times when you certainly are present and forthcoming about your assignment. You will have people that will not like your assignment. And they may accuse you of things. And sometimes what people say about us is true. It's true what they said about Jesus, that he did make that claim about himself. And so some of the accusations are true. Some of the accusations are true in that I did something that I thought was good, and I'm sticking with it. And sometimes, come on, scandal, and sometimes the accusations are true, and I just got to live with it because I did it. And in the reading, it talks about how sometimes people don't wish to let you grow past your yesterday. There are some people that no matter what, they try to hold you hostage to what was 5 years ago, or 5 days ago, or 5 decades ago, even. And you sometimes feel like you've got to somehow vindicate yourself. That's why a lot of people went to Olivia Pope, try to help me vindicate myself or save myself. The Jones jewels that I have for you today They give you some nuggets about dealing with situations, be it within your family, or your job, and your community. And again, considering that some of the stuff is true, some of the stuff is true. Jones Jewel number one. Sometimes Olivia Pope encouraged people, you got to own your past. You got to own your past. But what I love about it is whatever I own, I get to decide what to do with it. I was working with someone yesterday and was encouraging them about how to have strategy with in some of the matters that they were dealing with, and that I work at night giving my power away. And anytime you don't own a part of your story, you give your power away. You give your power to other people. They did this and they did this because of them. It's because of that. Don't give your power. Own your part in it. I know exactly how I got to where I got to. I know how I got to this crucifixion. I know how I got to this crucifixion. I know how I got to where I am. I own it. Because when you own it, then you get to decide what to do with it. So it's important that you learn to own your past. I know sometimes it's real sensitive. I get it. I'm not saying you have to write a book. I'm not saying that. Sometimes not a bad idea. But I am saying either way it goes, when your past comes here, own it. Because it was yesterday. You get a chance to own your yesterday because then you get to decide what to do with your yesterday. Some of you recall that in our vocabulary, in our theological vocabulary, we often refer to devil as lived spelled backwards. And so that when you feel the devil is on your track, it's because you haven't learned how to take your past and let it work for the now. Jones Jewel number two, own your present. Own your past and own your present. Devil doesn't have to be on your track. Your past doesn't have to hunt you down. Nothing has to hunt me down when I own it. I own my past. You ask me, I tell you, half of what you heard was probably true. The other half, they made it up. Either way, I own me. I own me and I own all my stories. Now it's up to you. If you chose to listen to a secondhand source, that's up to you. I can't control you, but I know me. And every chance I get, every opportunity where I think it's appropriate, I know how to own my story. I know how to own my past because as I own my past, it allows me to help own my present. And in my present, I don't have to run from nobody. In my present, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything but the love that I have for myself. I don't owe you anything but the love I have for God and the love I have for myself. So I'm good in my present. I'm good. No, it doesn't mean I'm cocky about what I did and what I experienced. I just own it. And I encourage you to own yours. I own my own bathroom experience. I'm getting graphic. I own my own toilet situations. And because I own them, I know how to flush them. Because see, as long as you're like, that's not mine, then it's just stinking. Because nobody's in there flushing the toilet. But when I own the fact that I'm the one that went to the bathroom, I'm the one that decided to get rid of my junk. I'm the one that decided to get rid of the toxic waste inside of me. When I own it, then I flush it. Yes, ma'am. When I own it, I flush it. And when I flush it, I get to flush it. I can spray the Lysol. I can light a match. Y'all know about that lighting a match after you use the bathroom. When I own it, I flush it. I can light the match. I can spray it. I can open the window. I can do whatever I got to do because I have owned it. That was my bathroom time, and I owned it. So I don't have to run from anything. My present, I own my present. In my present, I have flushed the toilet. Yesterday, I went to it today. I flushed it. hmm So I encourage you to own your past. Don't run from it. Mm-mm. Because when you own your past, it helps you to own your present. And y'all know where I'm going next, right? When you own your past, whatever the scandal may be, you own your past, you own your present. Because as long as you don't own your past, then somebody else is always trying to buy your present. And they also try to buy your future. That's Jones rule number 3. Own your past, own your present, and own your future. When you own your past, you own your present. And when you own your present, you own your future. You get to dictate your tomorrow. If you don't, you give it to somebody else. I was talking with someone, they were like, well, I'm just going to wait and see how they going, no. It's some things I don't wait to see how you going to do it. I come up to the plate first because I'm not trying to give you power to dictate the experiences of my tomorrow. I own that. I own that. I own my present. I own my past because my past lets me own my present. I own my past. I went to the bathroom. I own my present. I flushed the toilet. And I own my tomorrow. If I have to go to the bathroom again, I will. If I want to spray some more, I can. Ownership. When you practice knowing how to own your past, you own your present, and that allows you to own your future. You are who you are. You don't have to let anybody tamper with your identity. And the core of who you are is that I'm a beloved offspring of God. I have settled my identity. I'm not going to court with you about it. And in the midst of my identity, yes, I've had some scandals. But you're not going to heckle me out of my ownership of who I am. That's not going to happen. Not today. I heart each of you. I'm out of here. I got to go. I'm out of here, but I heart y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening with me. I don't have my glasses, so look. Sometimes when I get serious, I take off my glasses because I'm talking to me. I'm going real in. All right, but it's so good to see each of you. I heart each of you. Hey there, Nzinga, Deborah. Hey, Dr. Pulley. I heart you. I heart each of you. I love y'all. It's time for me to move on now and enjoy the rest of my day. And I invite you to enjoy the rest of your day. All right. God bless you, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 45. All right. God bless you. And you know it. God be you. Take care.